Okay students, in the last video we have seen about the CC amplifier or emitter follower circuit. In this video we are going to see the common base amplifier circuit. Okay, this is the common base amplifier circuit in which the base terminal is common for both input and output, so that it is called as common base amplifier. Here the input terminal is the emitter terminal, output terminal is the collector terminal, and the Vs and Rs are forming the source and source resistance, and Cc1 and Cc2 are the input and output coupling capacitors, and Re is the emitter resistance which was connected between the emitter to the emitter supply voltage, and Rc is the collector resistance which was connected between the collector terminal to the collector supply voltage VCC. Okay, so here VEE is the emitter supply voltage, VCC is the collector supply voltage, and the base was grounded through the resistance and the capacitance parallel combination. Here RB is the base resistance and CB is the base bypass capacitor, and RL is the load resistance which was connected between the collector terminal to the ground terminal. Okay, and we are going to take the output voltage across the RL resistance. We know that the small signal equivalent circuit of the transistor will be like this, where R pi resistance along with GMV pi. Okay, and here I am assuming that all capacitors are short circuited. Okay, and all DC sources has been grounded. Therefore VEE was grounded and VCC was grounded, and CC1 was short circuited and CC2 was short circuited like this. Okay, so now I am going to draw the small signal equivalent circuit of this one. Here if you see the Vs and Rs at the input side, okay, and Re is the emitter resistance between the emitter terminal to the ground terminal, and the small signal equivalent circuit of the base is nothing but base terminal to emitter terminal R pi resistance, collector terminal to the emitter terminal we have a dependent current source GMV pi. And one thing we have to observe here is the base terminal is directly grounded because the CB capacitor is grounded. Okay, we are assuming the all capacitors are short circuited, therefore CB also short circuited, therefore the base terminal is directly grounded, therefore on the ground terminal we have shown the base, and there is a RC resistance from the collector terminal to the ground which was mentioned here, and there is a RL resistor in parallel with the RC. Okay, and the load current which is flowing in RL is nothing but I0 output current. Okay, now the small signal output voltage for this circuit can be written as V0 is equal to, V0 is the voltage across the parallel combination of RC and RL resistances. Therefore the current in this parallel combination of resistance is nothing but the total current. Okay, the total current is GMV pi and the direction is opposite to the load direction, therefore that will be equal to minus GMV pi, that is the current, into the resistance, the parallel combination of resistance RC parallel RL resistance. Okay, now we are going to write the KCL equation at the emitter node. Okay, at the emitter node we are going to take the KCL equation. Therefore the incoming currents is equal to outgoing currents. Okay, when we apply the KCL at this node, so we can get one is the incoming current GMV pi from the right hand side to the left hand side, plus the current in this R pi resistance which is also the incoming current because the IB direction is like this. Okay, therefore V pi divided by R pi, which will gives you the current flowing in the R pi resistance, and one more current and one more incoming current, that is from the ground terminal to the emitter terminal, which is V pi divided by Re. Okay, that is the current flowing in Re resistance, and the current in the Rs resistance is Vs minus of minus V pi divided by Rs. Okay, which will be equal to 0. In the above equation we can take the V pi as common, therefore this Gm into 1 by R pi can be written as 1 plus beta by R pi. Okay, which we have already seen. When we take LCM for Gm plus 1 by R pi is the LCM, and Gm into R pi is nothing but beta, and plus 1 we can get. Therefore this 1 plus beta by R pi will be equal to Gm plus 1 by R pi, plus after taking the V pi as common, we have 1 by R Re, and in this equation we have minus of minus will be plus, therefore plus V pi by Rs we have, that will becomes 1 by Rs after taking V pi as common, and we have Vs divided by Rs which was taken to the right hand side, that will becomes minus Vs by Rs. Okay, since the beta is equal to Gm into R pi, and here the V pi will be equal to minus Vs by Rs into this entire equation. Okay, and now the voltage gain AV can be written as output voltage divided by the input voltage Vs. V naught is minus Gm V pi into Rc parallel RL. Vs equation from this one is minus V pi into Rs, okay, divided by this entire term, that will go to the numerator actually. Okay, I will write directly like R pi divided by 1 plus beta in parallel with Re and in parallel with Rs. Okay, that is the output voltage divided by input voltage, which is nothing but the voltage gain. Here we can cancel minus and minus, V pi and V pi. Therefore, the resultant voltage gain equation will be equal to plus Gm Rc parallel RL divided by Rs into R pi divided by 1 plus beta in parallel with Re in parallel with Rs. That is the voltage gain of the CB amplifier. Okay, here we are assuming the Rs is approaching to 0. Okay, which means that Rs is a very small value. Okay, the small value in parallel with any value will be equal to Rs. Therefore, this entire term will be equal to Rs, so that we can cancel Rs and Rs. Therefore, AV equation will be equal to Gm into Rc parallel RL. That is the voltage gain equation for the common base amplifier. Now we are going to calculate the current gain of the CB amplifier. The current gain is the ratio of output current to the input current. Here output current is the current flowing in RL resistance, that is I0, and the input current is the current flowing in Rs resistance, that is Ia. And we are going to write the KCL equation at the emitter node here. Again we are going to apply the KCL at the emitter node. Therefore, Ia plus V pi divided by R pi plus Gm V pi plus V pi divided by Re is equal to 0. Okay, now we are going to solve for the V pi here by taking V pi as common. The V pi will be equal to minus Ia into R pi by 1 plus beta in parallel with Re. That is the V pi equation. Okay, now the load current can be given as, okay, the load current I0 can be get by applying the current division rule at this node C. Okay, the total current is, so here the I0 direction and Gm V pi direction are opposite to each other. Therefore, minus Gm V pi applied current into opposite resistance Rc divided by the total resistance Rc plus R. That is the I0 current equation. Okay, now we are going to get the ratio of output current to the input current. Okay, output current is minus Gm V pi into Rc by Rc plus RL. Okay, which was mentioned here, into Ia current equation. Okay, from this we can write the Ia current equation. Ia is equal to what, ma? Ia is equal to minus V pi, okay, and divided by this entire term. Okay, so this R pi divided by 1 plus beta in parallel with Re. When we substitute the Ia equation, we can get the V pi divided by V pi. That V pi will cancel the I0 equation V pi. Current gain A is equal to output current divided by input current, which is equal to Gm into Rc by Rc plus RL into R pi by 1 plus beta in parallel with Re. That is the current gain equation. And we are assuming that Re is approaching to infinity and RL is approaching to the 0. Okay, so here we can assume that RL is approaching to 0. Therefore, RL can be neglected. This Rc will get cancelled, and Re is approaching to the infinity. Therefore, Re is infinity in parallel with any resistance, the value will be equal to that resistance only. Okay, therefore the current gain equation will have Gm into R pi by 1 plus beta, and we already know this Gm R pi is nothing but beta. Therefore, Ai is equal to beta by 1 plus beta. The beta by 1 plus beta is called as alpha, that is the CB amplifier current gain. Okay, here alpha is called as the common base amplifier current gain, which will be equal to beta by 1 plus beta. Okay, now we are going to calculate the input resistance. Input resistance is the ratio of input voltage to the input current. Input voltage is V pi, input current is IA. And writing the KVL equation at the input side, we can get IA is equal to input current. IA is equal to IB, the current flowing in the R pi resistance, plus GM V pi current. And we can write IB is equal to what? V pi divided by R pi. And we are going to write IB in terms of the V pi. IB is equal to V pi divided by R pi plus GM V pi, which is equal to V pi. If you take V pi as common, 1 plus beta divided by R pi we will get. Okay, therefore RIE, input resistance, is equal to V pi divided by input current, that is equal to R pi divided by 1 plus beta. So this R pi divided by 1 plus beta is called as RE, the input resistance in terms of the RE model of the transistor. Okay, RE model of the transistor. RE is the input resistance at the input side of the equivalent circuit. Okay, that is called as RE input resistance. And we are going to calculate the output resistance. In order to calculate the output resistance, we have to make the input source is equal to 0, and we are going to apply a output voltage source Vx in order to get the output resistance. Due to Vx we are getting Ix current. Okay, so the ratio of Vx divided by Ix will give you the output resistance. And also we are assuming the R0 is the small signal output resistance, which is in parallel with the GM pi. Okay, until we have assumed the R0 is infinite, but now we are assuming that R0 is a finite value. Okay, and the equivalent resistance in the circuit can be given as R equivalent is equal to Rs in parallel with Re in parallel with R pi. Okay, here the three resistances Rs, Re and R pi are in parallel combination, so that can be given with a single equivalent resistance R equivalent. And the small signal output resistance R0 can be included and Vs is equal to 0 in order to get the output resistance. Therefore Ix is equal to, when we apply KCL at a node C, we can get Ix is equal to incoming current is equal to outgoing currents. One is the outgoing current is GM V pi, and another outgoing current is the current flowing in R0 resistors, that can be written as voltage difference between the nodes. Here the voltage is Vx, and node at the emitter the voltage is V pi. Okay, minus V pi. Therefore Vx minus of minus V pi divided by R0, that is the current flowing in R0 resistance. Now we are going to apply the KCL at node E, emitter node. So here these three resistances can be replaced with a single resistance R equivalent. Okay, the current, input side current, can be written as V pi divided by R equivalent plus GM V pi is the one of the incoming current, and another incoming current is Vx minus of minus V pi divided by R0, that will be equal to 0. By combining these equations, we can get Vx divided by Ix is equal to nothing but output resistance ROC, that is equal to R0 into 1 plus GM R equivalent plus R equivalent. Okay, if the input resistance Rs is equal to 0, then R equivalent is also equal to 0, because these three are in parallel combination. Okay, therefore the output resistance is given as ROC is equal to R0. If the R equivalent is equal to 0, so this term will be equal to 0 and this term is also equal to 0. Output resistance will be equal to small R0 only. And the effective output resistance, including the collector resistance and load resistor, okay, that can be given as R0 is equal to output resistance. Okay, therefore the effective resistance is the resistance which is in parallel with ROC, in parallel with RC, in parallel with RL. Therefore we can write this R0 is equal to ROC parallel RC parallel RL, that is the output resistance. Okay, including the load resistance as well as the collector resistance. So this is about the common base amplifier. Now we are going to compare the three types of amplifier circuit like CB amplifier, CC amplifier and CE amplifier. This table will give you the comparison of all three BJT configurations. So in the common emitter amplifier, we can see the voltage gain is greater than 1 and the current gain is also greater than 1. Input resistance and output resistance are moderate. Okay, so we can see the voltage gain as well as current gain both are high in the CE amplifier. So that's why we are preferring CE amplifier most of the cases. Okay, if you see in emitter follower or CC amplifier, the voltage gain is approximately equal to 1 or less than 1 because it is just following the input voltage, right? Okay, it does not provide any voltage gain, but it provides the current gain which is AI greater than 1. Okay, and input resistance is high, output resistance is low. Okay, as the input resistance is high and output resistance is low, we are using the emitter follower for impedance matching purposes. Okay, and also the common base amplifier, the voltage gain is greater than 1. Okay, it provides very high voltage gain, the common base amplifier, but the current gain of the CB amplifier is approximately equal to 1 or less than 1. Okay, and the input resistance is low, output resistance is moderate to high, which means that the input resistance is low, so that will gives you the loading effect on the source. Okay, that's why the CB amplifier cannot be used at the input side of our amplifier circuit. Okay, this can be used for the second stage, not for the first stage. Okay, that's all about the BJT part of our unit number 1.